to that class, someone threw this away, a little workbook. It's perfect for you. The majority of the pages is empty. Most of them are empty, so we could do the ones that what do you want me to look? What game is that? Minecraft?
Yes. Do you know what's this?
I have no idea.
That's for to heal the dragon.
Okay.
Well, we cannot make a dragon portal because someone took that away.
So like I said, did you make all of these stuff?
No. I just get what I want in here.
Okay, building blocks, okay.
You can build a house too.
Okay. So what are you trying to make?
I just wanted to show you I can do this. And then do you know once I hit this? Explodes.
Oh, that's what you wanted to show me?
Yes, but there's still more. Rainbow of Life takes us nowhere. It takes us nowhere.
Oh, so they have trees, they have everything.
And there's a bomb. TNT. And also there's zombies.
Okay, why don't you move back? You seem so close to the TV.
Eggs. Look at the eggs.
Sounds like, what's that movie you watch? Where they like the eggs and they blow things with the TNT. What? Angry Bird, that's it. The movie, Angry Bird?
Yes. Okay.
I need to search, while Michael's at the class, I need to do some, look up things for him to do, because he's going to have a test. So.
Okay, now, do you know what happens if I put this?
Were you listening to me?
Yes.
I'm not going to stand here and watch you play.
Creeper time.
What is that?
A creeper.
What's a creeper?
A creeper blows up stuff. And also, and once you have hearts, and then the creeper comes close to you, he will explode. Okay, go.
You
now
done?
get off the roof.
So you done with me? Alright, let me go search for stuff for Michael. So he needs to do, what is it? Addition, properties, rounding, also using rounding to estimate, adding 2 and 3 digits, subtract 2 and 3 digit word problems. Okay, let me go search for examples online. Alright, so these are like last year books he had that didn't finish use, so I'm gonna use some of them, like this one for last year. Alright, give him some word problem on there. Let me see how this one is. Maybe this one is worse. Let me take that one instead of this one. What else? Reading books. What this one has. Let's see. All these were last year problems. Let me search through these. So this is a test. Well, it's not a test, but my son is gonna have a test on Wednesday. Today is Saturday. What's today's date? Come on, mouse. Saturday the 23rd. Right? Saturday, September 23rd. And then he's gonna have the test on Wednesday, the 27th. So the teacher sent him with a list of things he should know for the test. Alright, so for addition properties, she's gonna send the book, but I don't want to wait. Tuesday night I stayed late studying with him, so over the weekend we're gonna do some of these. I'm gonna give him some examples to do. So what I'm doing right now, I'm at the computer, and now as you can see, I wrote example of addition commutative properties. So I'm looking for examples of these to give it to him, and then have him practice over when he comes back, and then he could play. I already told him he was playing video game this morning, but when I drop him to his religion class, I got him ready, tell him that he's gonna practice a little bit of those things so he doesn't get too shocked that he was supposed to play all weekend. He read already this morning. He had to read. This is the book he read this morning. I was gonna return it, but I decided to keep it because I need to ask him some question, because I was not watching him reading it. So I'm holding it for me to ask him question. Then on Monday I'll return it. So yeah, I'm gonna look for examples of each one of these, and these are some stuff he did last year. That's his workbook from last year, and it's pretty much empty. Well, not all of the pages are empty, some of them, and I'm probably gonna hold it for my youngest to practice. And this is also a workbook, composition book he had last year for his school, and there's some pages that are empty. So whenever I need to give him examples, I will be using those books. See, a lot of empty pages, so I don't have to take my printing papers and for him to do the work. So yeah, so I'm gonna do this right now. How was the class?
Good, but a little bit longer.
A little bit longer? It seemed like I just took you. Where's Daddy? The food was ready?
No.
Oh. So I made the perfect timing, huh? Yeah. He came a little bit. I thought I was recording something, but I did not record anything. I had to talk about. I explained all of this, and I thought I was recording nothing. I didn't press the record button. So pretty much I asked him all these questions. What is commutative property, and does the order of the numbers and commutative property matter? So he has to tell me the meaning and whether it is if the orders are, if they all matter the way they put them. And I give him example. He's supposed to circle the ones that are commutative, and I did the same thing for identity. And then give him examples. He's supposed to circle the ones that are identity. Like for instance, this one is, he's here, so I can't really say this one is and that one is, and the rest are not. So he just had to circle them. And that goes the same for this associative property. He has to give me the meaning, and so forth, so on. And then at the end, after I ask him all three questions about commutative, identity, and associative, I ask him to tell me whether any of what these are. If this identity, associative, or commutative, he has to write it down here. And this one, he has to tell me if it's associative, you know, or any of these. He has to tell me what they are. And then here, and the next thing they want him to know is to round to the nearest tenth and to the nearest 100. So I give him a couple examples. He's supposed to round them off. And just to trick him a little bit, I went to 100 to see if he could round still to the nearest 10. And here he has to round to the nearest 100. Give him a couple examples. So I have this for him to do for today, to practice. I mean, he doesn't have to do all of them at once. He could do some of them. It looks a lot, but it's not. He will do some of them, and then he could take a break, play video game, whatever, because his main homework is done. So this is just to practice, so I don't have to wait Tuesday night, because the test is on Wednesday. I don't have to stay Tuesday night late practicing things with him. Anything that he doesn't get on these, I could stay and work with him as much as needed for him to understand. And then I guess the next things that he needs to do, I think he knows how to do these, to add 2 and 3 digit numbers. Later on I'll write something for him. And subtraction, 2 and 3 digit, these he's sort of known, so I want to focus on these. These are the ones that's new, he's learning now, so I'm going to focus on this first. These he's sort of known already, but I will give him some examples later. And word problems, I'll look for some word problems online. I probably have some my husband printed for him to do over the summer. We didn't really use all of them, so I'll look for some of them for him to do. So pretty much is these two that are the new things that he needs to learn. So we are going to eat. Let me go give it to him.
Go Oh, now stand it on.
These, you have all day to do these, okay? That's for your math, to practice, okay? When do you have your test?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay? So I don't want, what is it? Tuesday night? We're staying up all night for you to do these.
Tomorrow going to Papa's house.
I don't know, okay? So you have to show me, at least by today, you understand some of these, okay? There's rounding off, okay? I'm sorry, but you need to do well on your test. Some of these I think you get, it should be easy, but like the rounding off, those commutative, associative, you need to understand them very well. You have all day. You could do some. Okay, let me give you until, let's say 7 o'clock tonight to finish these, okay? Right now it's 12:36. You have until 7. I don't care when you do it, but by 7 you should finish it. If you have any question, you ask me, okay? Does that make sense? Is it fair?
Yes.
You could play video game, you could do whatever, but just make sure by 7 it's done. Okay?
Yes.
Don't show me what's in your mouth. You like your food? You have to eat everything, okay? Still Saturday, September 23rd. It's 2:55. I just want to show you guys that what the kids are doing right now. Because a lot lately I've been showing that I'm doing schoolwork with them. I just want to show you guys, it's not all the time I'm making them do schoolwork. I'm all in the back room working. See, there's my computer on. I'm doing editing videos, you know, uploading stuff online. I'm answering email and all this stuff. So right now it's 2:55, almost 3. I just want to show you guys what they are doing. What game are you playing? Huh?
I said, oh. It's not me.
Okay.
I'm in house.
Alright, let's see what the other one is doing. What are you doing?
I'm playing Kirby's Adventure.
Are you having fun?
Saturn! Hi, Saturn! I'm gonna break the door!
So
I break the door!
huh?
Look at the door. It's broken! Yay! Yay! It's broken!
Alright, I gotta go. It's 3:36. I just took a shower. And while I was in the shower, I was thinking for his test, they're gonna be giving him they're gonna give him some question about adding 2 and 3 digit numbers, and this is his last year old math book, and there's some of them that's empty. You could adding and subtracting up, and they're gonna have subtraction too. So I was like, oh, I should go through that book and see if they have anything for him to do. So that will be some of the work I'll be giving him to do. There's some subtractions, there's some additions, so I don't have to write anything down for him. He could just do these. So let me go talk to him, because I told him until 7 the work that I have given him already, he needs to do them, but I don't think he has touched them since. Tomorrow, when Daddy's going to Papa's house, you might have to go with him, okay? Because I want you to play with Aiden, and they haven't seen you in a while, and I do not want to send you with work. So I would like for you, like I said, before 7 to do the work. If you have any question, things that you don't understand, I want to spend the time today to work with you, not Tuesday night, okay? I know you don't like that, but I just have to mention it to you. I'm gonna rest for a little while. Why are you digging up your nose? Something's in there? Gold? Daddy said he gave you until 4 o'clock. It's 4:47.
Okay.
So now it's Mark's turn, okay? And then you need to start doing the work. You have like 2 hours. Like 2 hours and 10 minutes.
And well, I'll let Michael.
Yes.
I'll let Michael get the bouncy shoes first.
I don't want to be screaming at you. The day is almost done. Okay? I really want you to focus on those things that I gave you. Okay? Make sure you understand everything. Okay?
4 plus 2 equals 2 plus 4. Good. 2 plus 1 plus 6 equals 6 plus 3 plus 1. Nope. 9 plus 4 plus 3 equals 4 plus 3 plus 9. 4 is there. 9 and 3. Good.
I can still
This.
do that.
5 plus
Good
3
job.
plus like these.
The dot is just to separate it. It's nothing. Alright?
No, not the dot.
What I mean?
That like this. Like see?
The parenthesis?
Oh, it's parentheses.
Yeah, you should know that. No? You understand?
Yes.
Did I answer your question? Okay. Daddy said he gave you until 4 o'clock. It's 4:47. So now it's Mark's turn, okay? And then you need to start doing the work. You have like 2 hours. Like 2 hours and 10 minutes.
And well, I'll let Michael.
Yes.
I'll let Michael get the bouncy shoes first.
I don't want to be screaming at you. The day is almost done. Okay? I really want you to focus on those things that I gave you. Okay? Make sure you understand everything. Okay?
4 plus 2 equals 2 plus 4. 2 plus 1 plus 6 equals 6 plus 3 plus 1. Nope. 9 plus 4 plus 3 equals 4 plus 3 plus 9. 4 is there. 9 and 3. Good.
I can still
This.
do that.
5 plus
Good
3
job.
plus like these.
The dot is just to separate it. It's nothing. Alright?
No, not the dot.
What I mean?
That like this. Like see?
The parenthesis?
Oh, it's parentheses.
Yeah, you should know that. No? You understand?
Yes.
Did I answer your question? Okay. What did you say?
I said I actually finished everything. At the round thing, I actually went back because I made so much mistakes.
Let me check it. Come. I told you when they ask you a question, you need to answer the question in a way that will refer the reader what you are talking about. Okay? First of all, the thing is not an incomplete sentence. Okay?
Complete sentence.
All right. What is cumulative property? Explain to me what it is so I know that you understand it.
Is to add different okay. A communication property is to add
Commutative. Sometimes I pronounce it.
property it is to
Mark lower, please.
add
Any order, okay? No matter how you put it, the answer will always be the same.
in any order.
Okay? So you said, all right, is to add different numbers. When you're adding, you add different numbers. You add 1 plus 2 is a different number. So you need to explain to me what is commutative property. And it doesn't matter in the order that you put it. Mark lower, please.
Hi.
Because the numbers will still, the answer will be the same. Okay, that's what it means. Now, they said, do the order of the numbers and commutative property matters? No, it doesn't. Why it doesn't?
It doesn't, because as long as you use the same numbers, and as long as you use the same
It doesn't,
numbers,
because
it's
it doesn't
okay.
matter in the order. I said it already. I thought you
Doesn't
picked it
matter
up.
in the order.
All right. You could add 7 plus 1 is what? What's 7 plus 1?
8.
And 1 plus 7?
8.
So it doesn't matter the order that you put it, you'll still have the same answer.
It
Okay?
doesn't matter the order.
All right. Now, commutative. Now, identity property. You say
Identity
Identify-
property is adding 0.
is to add 0.
Just to add 0 with different numbers.
All right. It's a number. Okay?
A number added to 0.
Plus 0 gives you the number. Okay? So when you add 0 plus 1, the answer will be 1. It's a number that is added with a 0 and gives you the number. Do you understand?
Yes.
You need to explain, okay? Now you said, do the order of the numbers identity property matters? No, it doesn't. Why it doesn't matter?
Oh, it does not. Wait, an identity. It doesn't matter in the order as long as you have the 0.
Okay. It's a number plus added with 0 that gives you the number. Okay? You still get the answer. What is associative property?
Adding parentheses.
All right, Michael. So with the associate property, okay, the parenthesis pretty much is a way of grouping. You group a number, so it doesn't matter how you group it. Okay, it's not. There's more to this. Although parenthesis can be used to associative property, but you need to explain.
So
You
you have to add parentheses to group.
yes, you grouped it, and so it doesn't matter where you put the parenthesis, where you group the number, the numbers, you will still get the same answer. So, for instance, you said Carla. Let's say Carla has, let's say, 6 apples, 7 oranges, and 7 oranges. Let's say she has 2 bread, which is completely different from 2 bread, completely from fruits. Now they want to know how much apples and oranges and bread does she has together. So you group the fruits, which is apples and oranges, right? 6 plus 7 plus the bread, which is completely different. So you group these that are the same kind of identity. How will I say? I don't want to use identity. Group of fruits different from how do you call this? Bread. So no matter how you put it, and they just want to know how much she has all together. You could put, let's say you decided to put 2 bread plus 6 oranges plus 7 apples, whatever I said it was. It will still be the same quantity that she has, no matter how you group it.
It's gonna be, so when it says equals at the end, you just write the same numbers but different ways.
Yeah, depend on what the question asks you to do. All right, but the main thing is I want you to understand what is associative and commutative and identity. So you have the identity correct. Identity, you add it, it's a number. It could be anything. You could say a book plus 0, it will give you a book. Okay, you identify the object, okay, or the number, and it will give you the number or the object. Okay, so 8 is the object or the number of itself, plus 0 gives you 8. So it's the number plus 0 gives you the number. That's identity. All right, but although you understand it, but you didn't write the meaning correctly in a way. Now, I didn't. Okay, what did I do here? Did I look at this? That's identity. Okay. Very good. Very good. Associative. Very good. Identity. Very good. Okay. I use all the same numbers. I just group it differently.
Exactly.
Very good. And please, when you... Oh, I didn't group it. Okay, I see what I did here. I almost get myself confused. Very good. You got all of this correct. And please, when you're taking the test, take your time. Now, this is where you have all this. I'm surprised you have this, all of these correct. But this is where you have these two wrong. I said round to the nearest 10. And I purposely put 100. And some of these I thought you would get wrong, but you got it correct. Especially this one. You got it correct. 120.
120.
And I said, yeah, it is.
Oh, there.
120. And to the nearest 10, right? This is 10. The 2 is in the tens place, right? What is 0? Do you go up or down? This one was a tricky one.
Does go down.
Oh, I mean, does it...
The answer...
Does it... let me repeat. All right. You're supposed to go to either 130 or 120. Where does 120 stand? Which, based on the 0 behind it, where does it stand? Does the number goes up or down? Or stays the same?
It goes...
Because I said to the nearest 10. Nearest 10. Is it near...
It goes...
Listen, is it near 120 or near 130?
It's near 120.
So the answer is 120.
120?
Because 0, it's not higher than 5, so 2 stays the same. You understand? So this was somewhat a little bit tricky. It's 120. All right. So for this one, 16. I'm surprised you have this one wrong. 16 to the nearest 10.
To the nearest 10.
Okay.
So I wrote 10.
No, it's wrong.
10 is like 10 is one of like the numbers.
Okay.
It says 10 here.
To the nearest
10. And this is 10.
All right. That means the 10th place. 10th place.
So it's 0.
Listen. All right. 16. Maybe I'm not explaining it correctly. So this is the... Which number is in the 10th place? The 6 or the 1?
1.
The 1. Okay? We underline it. Now, when you look at the number behind it...
Or in front of it.
Okay, or in front of it. Okay. It's 6. What do? Do you go up or it stays the same?
It go up.
It goes up. So what does 2 go, what does 1 goes to?
The 1 goes to 2.
Okay.
So it's 20.
20 because of the 6. So 16 is closer to 20 than 10. Okay?
I made a mistake.
That's a huge mistake and it's very easy. Now this one. 671.
671.
171. I rewrite it here. You put 166. So there's an issue here. Okay? Now, there's the 1. Where is the tens place? Which number is in the tens place? Just say it.
7.
7 is in the tens place. So that's the number you need to change. This 6, what place is in?
That 100.
100. That stays the same because you're not worrying about this because we only want you to round to the nearest tenth. 6 stays the same. Now we have to worry about these two because the 7 is in the tens place because we want you to round to the nearest tenth, right?
Okay.
Now we look at the 7. It either goes higher or stays the same. In order for you to know, you look at this number, the 1. What does the 1 tell you?
To round down.
To round down, right? So therefore, does the 7 goes up or stays the same?
It stays the same.
It stays the same.
Because it's 71. No matter how close it is, it should be 70.
It's closer to 70. All right? And what does this 1 turn into?
0.
All right? So you have to look at, when they ask you, okay, round to the nearest tenth, you tell yourself, is 40 closer to 50 or to 40? Just ask yourself that. Is 40, actually this one you got it wrong. Because we're telling you to the nearest tenth. Is 40 closer to 50 or 40? Which one is closer to? 40. It's closer to 40. When we ask you, is 16 closer to 20 or 10?
16 is closer.
16. Which one is closer to?
20.
20. All right, where did we do it? We did it right here. All right, so just ask yourself that. If I said 3,762, round to the nearest tenth. Michael? Where is the tenth place? I said to the nearest tenth. Which number you have to worry about? You have to worry mostly about these two numbers. 3 stays the same. 3,000. 700 stays the same. Now we're worrying about this. 62. Is 62 closer toward 60 or 70?
60.
That's all you have to tell yourself. Why is it closer to 60?
Because 2 times round down.
Okay? That's all. They could give you a whole bunch of numbers. All you have to do is to look at the areas that they tell you to be closer to. Everything else stays the same except the parts where they tell you. For instance,
Parts that are the last.
Yeah.
Or the tens and ones.
okay, if they said 3,762, round to the nearest 100. Now, what you have to worry about?
I have to worry about the 7, 6, and 2.
That's it. Now, you have to remember to put the 3. Okay? You have to put the...
I have to leave the 3.
Yeah. Put the 3 automatically to get it out of the way. Now you focus on those 3 numbers. Okay?
So, the 100 place is what I'm supposed to be focusing
Right.
on.
So what question, how will you tell yourself 662 is closer to what?
662.
I mean, 762 is closer to what? The same.
100. So,
What I mean is that, for instance, when we look at this, 72, I said round to the nearest 10. Is 72 closer to 70 or 80? So tell me, ask yourself this question.
So, 7 telling me to round down.
I said to the nearest hundred. What do you have to look for? What's the first thing you look at? After you locate the hundreds place, we get the 1,000 out of the way, which is 3. We write it down. Now we need to figure out these 3 digits. What we need to do with them. What do you do? I need you to explain to me step by step. What do you do?
So the 6 is telling me to round up.
Okay, that's good. And then?
So the 7 is going to be 8.
Thank you. Yes.
So these 2 numbers are going to become zeros.
Thank you. That's it.
It says 800. Even though it's in 3, it means it's in the 1,000th place. At least we have the numbers that are in the hundreds place here.
Okay. I said the 10th place. Now, if I said 627. Okay, I'm just going. Now, first, round to the nearest 10.
The 10.
Okay, what do you look at first?
I look at the 2 and the 7, which is the 1 and 10th place.
Okay. Now, what do you get out of the way first?
4 and 6.
Thank you. 4 and 6, you get it out of the way, so you don't forget about it. Now, what do you look at?
The 2 and the 7.
Okay.
So the 7 is telling me to round up.
Okay.
So the answer is going to be 400.
That's a tough.
4,630.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to round it to the 100.
Yes, please. Can you round this to the nearest 100?
Yes.
All right. What do you look first?
So I'm going to get the 4 out of the way because we don't need it.
You don't need the 1,000. Okay. You get that out of the way. Okay.
Now 6, 2, and 7. That's what I need.
All right.
So I look at those numbers.
Okay. Pretty much you don't need the 7 because the 7 is in the 1's place.
Exactly.
So that you don't need. All right. Tell me. Explain to me.
But the 2 tell me to round down.
Okay.
So 6 will be it will still be 6.
Thank you. That was tricky. I was scared you were gonna tell me something. Okay.
But the 2 and the 7, it's gonna go to zeros.
All right. Goodbye.
It was because it's not directly at 600. If it was at 600, I would have rounded down, but rounded down to 5. But it's at 627. 27 tells so is 600 because 27 is not direct. It's not directly 600.
Okay.
Hi, Pinky.
Thank you. Tomorrow I might have to give you a little bit of this again, and there's word problem they want you to know. All right, but you're free for today. Goodbye.
Hi, Pinky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi there, Pinky. Ha ha. Now you're naked.